mean, I think every match I've lost today, because there was the Ponza match, and there was the mirror match that I lost today, and then that match. Every match I have lost has been games where I did not draw Primeval Titan. I mean, obviously there was a lot of other things going on, but it just shows like how much, when you just don't draw Karn or Primeval Titan, how much of a difference it makes. Okay. This hand beats a Yorion. Probably getting rid of our Amulet. I can live with that. This is why I like dislike Castle Darren Break. Like, you know, people say, why are you only running one Castle Darren Break? Because I run into so many spots like this where just like untapped green source is so much better. Like, if I just been able to explore, like, I would have been exploring, drawing a Simic, just developing mana. Okay. So opponent's got Counterspell up for sure. I think this is Yorion control. And so I'm just gonna Expedition Map. And I'm just gonna get Cavern of Souls. Because that feels like what this match is about. And then the other thing is, like, my opponent sees I have Cavern of Souls, and I guarantee you, like, there's, like, a 99% chance that if my opponent has Teferi in hand, after me revealing this Cavern of Souls, they're just going to Teferi on 3. And then, like, if they Teferi on 3, we just resolve Karn. And then we just win. And if they just leave up mana, we just explore. And, like, then they're either countering the Explorer, or then next turn we're Summoner's Pacting, and they're either countering the Summoner's Pact and we resolve Karn, or they're letting the Summoner's Pact resolve and we're resolving Titan. Okay, yeah, this is also fine. Now we're just exploring and spreading seas. Spreading seas trades with an Explorer. I don't care if they Spreading Seas Cavern, because I can just bounce it. And if they, like, tap out here for anything, I get to resolve Karn or Summoner's Pact into Titan. So I think I want to Karn here, because then if they counter it, the Summoner's Pact is more likely to resolve, and I don't want to just, like, give them time to, like, deluge or whatever. So yeah, Karn. Yeah. Then I think I actually want to pact here. I think I have enough time I have enough time to do this. Just get the pack to resolve. And I'm not dead to Spreading Seas. I am dead to double Spreading Seas. But they've already played one, and they're playing an 80 card deck. So if they double Spreading Seas here, like, I still think my play was the correct one. I think they just have, you know, a great hand. Like, and notably they didn't Spreading Seas the Urza Saga, so they would have to, like, exactly be drawing it now. Like, have really, like, just drawn into Spreading Seas. I imagine probably just, like, Yorion into hand or Teferi here. Yeah, Teferi does nothing. Just Forest. Next turn we get Titan off Cavern. What we grab off the Titan is going to be largely informed by our draw step. Like, if we have a Dryad, we're going to be grabbing Valakut's. If we have a backup Titan, you know, that'll inform things. I think I just want to grab double Talaria West here. Since I have the 2 bounce lands, and they're likely just going to be exiling a lot of Titans and countering Summoner's packs, so maybe there's kind of like Urza Saga, just give them also another thing that they have to deal with. Yeah, and Urza Saga also, like, I can Vesuva Urza Saga. Like, if they're Teferiing Urza Saga, they're not Teferiing on their own Solitudes or their own Omen of the Sea. Yeah, this is better. I assume Solitude is, like, happening. Supreme Verdict? Okay. Well, Supreme Verdict cannot be flickered, so... Yeah, this is okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, that's a good play for them, but, like, now that Teferi is not bouncing a Solitude. I think we just Titan here. Yeah. So we just get to resolve a Titan. Talaria West is one of the cards. I think at some point we need to be Dryading. I don't think Urza Saga is really what the game is about anymore. I think what the game is about now is casting an uncounterable Dryad and killing some things with it. we're getting Cleat. Okay, no Cleat. Assume I'm not going to get to attack. Supreme Verdict, okay. Assume this gets countered. Does not get countered. Okay. Interesting. That gets countered. Interesting. So, opponent is not afraid of Titan. Which is maybe reasonable. The question is, what is this Titan even grabbing? Two cards on top. Oof. This is a lot harder than the Kahira matchup. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna haste this Titan, but I'm not actually going to. Or am I? Is this my one chance to even try for anything? Next turn they're just like flickering Yorion. Yeah, maybe I just have to go for it. Maybe I just gotta make them have it. Because, like, I don't think I'm getting a better chance at this game than this. Gotta make risky plays. Solitude. Okay. Solitude before... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we are actually attacking. Okay. Well, very rewarded. Gonna get Urza's Saga and Celestia Sanctuary, bouncing Vesuva, because I think that leaves me the most wiggle room to do different things based on what's happening. I will definitely be killing that Yorion. I do not want to fairy bouncing Yorion. I am really surprised that our opponent would let us kill that Yorion, because like once they start bouncing Yorion, that's just lights out. Yeah, Memory Deluge. That's fine. Storm Giants. It's a good land. It's mana intensive though. So play the Sun home. If they Supreme Verdict here, I'll set a stop, and then I'll create a token, and then haste it and double strike it into the Teferi. Probably also here. Want to send a token. Should have played Amulet prior to combat to make the token bigger. I mean, they're probably just jumping with Wall of Omens anyway, so it's like... actually doesn't matter. What am I doing with this Vesuva? Maybe just Sagaing? Do seem to have some sort of Saga plan going on. Hold the other lands for Valakut triggers. Yeah, I mean, things are happening. It's not good things. But we are making things like tricky for our opponent, like making them use resources. See what my opponent discards. Give me an idea of what's in their hand. They discard Ending. That is interesting, because Ending represents death to a token. Which means they are not respecting the danger that these Saga tokens represent. Which is probably correct. Prismatic Ending. Restoration Angel. Sure. Sure. I'm not gonna make a token to gain one more life and make my token vulnerable to Teferi down tick. I mean, we're likely at like 1% to win this game, but, you know, I'm not gonna just throw in the towel for no reason. We have a lot of life points. And, you know, ever know our opponent could get feisty with Hull or something. Do I want to go out to Teferi? They might just let both hit Teferi. Maybe I'll split Teferi and face. Yeah, because the one going face at least threatens lethal on a double strike. Sure. So I want to do this so they don't lifelink. And I think I just want to make this Dryad hit my opponent's face. I think the longer the game goes, like, the more just impossible it becomes for me to do anything. So I'm just going to point these at my opponent's face. So opponent has an answer. No, their memory deluge and looking for solitude. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at least we got them to cast the solitude, or to evoke the solitude rather than casting it, so they can't, like, bounce it with Teferi. Probably they bounce Construct. I don't know if we have a route to victory anymore. I mean, at this point, I think we're just in F6 to save time mode. Just get a little bit of time advantage, because this is still game 1. The opponent does have to take us down from 27 life, which will take a non-zero amount of time. And there's just going to be a lot of triggers for them to deal with. There's no point in playing anything. Like, it's just gonna get dealt with. And then they're gonna kill us. I'm just trying to preserve my own time. This was a mistake. They wanted to activate all. Oh no, this is enough. Okay. So we'll bring in Cavern of Souls, cut a Radiant Fountain. Maybe with all the flyers, Radiant Fountain isn't terrible. Maybe it's better than Castle. Yeah, maybe I'll do this. I don't really feel like I want to die to random flyers like Restoration Angels and Yorions. And I'm never casting a Primeval Titan off a castle. I mean, I guess I did that game when they, like, tap out, but... Yeah, let's try it like this. Would like to stay up on clock. deal. Hopefully they don't have spreading seas, but if they do, I'm just planning to run sagas into them. Hopefully get one down eventually. Okay. So I think I'd rather have the Azusa hit by a Solitude than the Dryad, and if they don't Solitude, then I get to play both, which is amazing. Doing it this way because some worlds I want to like Talaria West for Summoner's Pact, and having a bounce land in hand is important, like Urza Saga into map. Ideal scenario is our opponent just like plays Teferi. What do I want to do here? I'll make a token. Grab Expedition map. Let's see if I can Summoner's Pact. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to lead on Karn. I don't know. I kind of like Karn better, honestly, than Primeval Titan as a threat. Like, Primeval Titan, there's a good chance, like, it just gets solituded. Whereas Karn kind of presents long-term problems for our opponent. Especially, like, getting Liquid Metal Coating means we're not getting Supreme Verdicted. And if they like ending the coding, we can just grab it again with Karn. And we're also threatening to Titan. So we've got the threat of the board, we've got the threat of the Titan, and we got the threat of the Karn. No reason to crack the map when it's just clearly going to get countered whatever I do. I like both these bounce lands in hand with the Azusa going on. I don't know. Maybe I want to transmute in case they're verdicting on their turn. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Hide the fact that I have another bounce land in hand. This like discourages my opponent from verdicting. Is Vendilion click? No, Archmage is a charm. Yeah, that's not a card. We just Primeval Titan? Yeah. And we still got the Karn. Okay, I'm gonna run to the restroom. Resolved Karn is just so hard for blue-white control to compete with. I'm not gonna make their ending efficient. So then if they just like lazily 3 mana to fairy this turn, we just win. So just make my opponent keep up all their mana for the rest of the game. Yeah, probably ending here on an amulet, that's fine. Explore. Big Forest. Not really interested in running my Titans just into a counterspell. Opponent still has to just keep all their mana up. And eventually we will draw a Cavern of Souls. We've got 3 of them. Or we'll draw like something else that they need to react to. Sure. I'll Cavern of Souls on Giant here. I kind of like the idea of incentivizing my opponent to tap low to Spreading Seas this, and then I just Vesuva it, and I resolve both Giants while they, while they're tapped low. By making them tap down the 2 mana, though, they didn't get to play the Subtlety. They had to evoke it. So, like, there's now no Restoration Angel on that Subtlety. Maybe I get punished if they have Second Seas. But then I just start, like, jamming Titans. At least jam 1 Titan. Let's try this again. Okay, yeah. And if they have, like, Evoke, Solitude, Restoration Angel, that's kind of bad for us, but can't play around everything. So that was a fun match. I think really showed the power of, you know, Cavern of Souls and Karn in these blue-white matchups. And being able to play, like, fast and accurately at the same time, which can be tricky.